I've talked multiple times on stream about things relating to political fallout of the January 6th, 2021 coup d'etat attempt carried out by a violent mob of rabid Trumpists. And yes, albeit it was a harebrained and disorganized attempt, it was still indeed a coup d'etat attempt. Just because the word coup d'etat makes you feel uncomfortable doesn't mean that this wasn't a coup d'etat attempt. Just because this is the United States doesn't mean it wasn't a coup d'etat attempt. Just because the army wasn't directly involved doesn't mean it wasn't a coup d'etat attempt. And just because it didn't succeed doesn't mean it wasn't at least a coup d'etat attempt. But that's beside the point. Anyways, so Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez did a thing on Instagram Live where she shared her experience with as to like what it was like being basically like trapped in the tunnels under the fucking Capitol complex while these lunatics were upstairs ransacking the fucking joint. And yeah, in the whole thing, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez also recounted how she is a sexual assault revealed she's a sexual assault survivor. To which that douchebag Styx Hexenhammer tweeted, evidence. Which is just like, dude, fuck you. And, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has been especially, hard on Ted Cruz on Twitter because Ted Cruz was a key spewer of the bullshit that motivated these people to fucking do it. So I have this pulled up from, I fucking hate Spectrum News, but it was the easiest one. It was the first thing that came up when I looked this shit up. Yeah, so what initially looked like a rare instance of solidarity between Ocasio-Cortez and basically Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez tweeted something about the whole Robin Hood decision to keep people from purchasing fucking GameStonk and other meme stonks. Teehee. And Ted Cruz retweeted it like, fully agree. But Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was not, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was not having it from Ted Cruz with this, like, fake reach across the aisle, given what he has been spewing. And so she tweeted this epic slapback. I am happy to work with Republicans on this issue where there's common ground. I'm happy to work with Republicans on this issue where there's common ground, but you almost had me murdered 3 weeks ago, so you can sit this one out. Happy to work with almost any other GOP that aren't trying to get me killed. In the meantime, if you want to help, you can resign. Burn. Oops. And this isn't the first time that she's called for Cruz to resign from the Senate, and she's also not alone, because Cruz has continued to be spewing these bullshit ideas that fraud and irregularities cost former President Donald Trump the 2020 election. Hint, they did not. And prior to the insurrection event... Whoa! God damn it, Danklord! Enough with the fucking toss, dude! Seriously! You can get me fucking banned typing that shit in my chat. Fuck! You know how seriously Twitch takes that shit? Alright. This isn't the first time that Ocasio-Cortez has called for Cruz to resign from the Senate, and she's not alone. Cruz continued to support unfounded claims that fraud and irregularities may have cost former President Trump the 2020 election. Hint, they totally fucking didn't. And prior to the insurrection event at the Capitol and certification of Joe Biden's presidency win, he sought to block that certification. Critics claim that in doing so, he helped to incite the violence that took place that day. Lawmakers, including Texas Representative Joaquin Castro, have called for Cruz to step down. And then, but of course, there's a bunch of like whiny bastards in Republican Congress that are like, oh boy, we totally stoked this coup d'état attempt to we totally stoked this attempted coup d'état where a bunch of lunatics stormed the fucking Capitol, some of whom had like zip ties or like fucking handcuff zip ties. They were clearly intending to like take hostages and potentially kill members of Congress. But oh boy, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez like straight up calling out Ted Cruz on being one of the chief people who stoked those sentiments that led to that shit. That's too much for this douchebag, Congressman Chip Roy, from Texas. Being another Republican from Texas, of course, he has to stand up and try to go lick Ted Cruz's balls, even though Ted Cruz has long been one of the most hated people in the fucking Senate. Like, remember back when, little tangent, remember back when, like, during some thing over Obamacare, Ted Cruz did some, like, big fucking whine? Ted Cruz did some big fucking whine about, like, or no, it wasn't just a big whine. It was literally, he did a filibuster of something that wasn't even, like, actually, like, really a filibuster because of the specific proceedings that were going on. But he stood around, babbled on and on and on, whined about a bunch of stupid shit, then stood there and read Green Eggs and Ham and basically tried to break Strom Thurmond's record for the longest period of time one person stood around babbling about stupid bullshit in the Senate chamber, uninterrupted. And that was it didn't really gain the Republicans any political capital back then. It made Ted Cruz and all the Republicans look like fucking morons. So Republicans have long hated this guy, so it kind of shocks me that a lot of Republicans have viewed him as kind of like the dipshit of the party, as they fucking should, as any like remotely intelligent Republican, which are few and far between, totally fucking should. So funny that this dude Chip Roy is now like, he's being fake sincere. While I am saddened to learn about Representative Ocasio-Cortez's experience of sexual assault, he still believes that she should issue a fucking apology for her tweets in which she blamed Ted Cruz for the fucking Capitol riot. Cruz we already read about this part. Cruz, like, reached out to Ocasio-Cortez. And, so later that day, fucking this douchebag, Chip Roy, sent a letter to the Speaker of the House. Can we actually get the fucking letter here? Oh! Hey, safety statue, thank you very, very much for raiding with that party, too. Welcome on over, everybody. We're just taking some time to dunk upon Representative Bootlicker, or Texas Bootlicker, Congressman Chip Roy, who for some reason is bending over backwards to lick the balls of Ted Cruz, despite the fact that Ted Cruz has kind of been viewed as like the biggest dipshit moron of all the Republican senators, even by other Republican senators, for a fucking decade. Well, almost a decade. I forget if he's even been in the Senate that long. It's been something close to that. But yeah, Chip Roy has the fucking balls. Just the fucking balls on these Republican congressmen here. I have a feeling this video piece is about. It's only 30 seconds long. Let's just give it a listen. Garrett Wyatt, how are you doing tonight? Thanks a lot for coming by with the raiding party.
Congressman Chip Roy on.
Oh, I gotta turn this up. On! God, the Hills media player is designed so fucking badly. I hate this thing.
Congressman Chip Roy on Thursday demanded Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez apologize for the comments she made slamming Senator Ted Cruz on Twitter earlier in the day. In a letter addressed to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Roy said that it had, quote, come to his attention that the interaction between Cruz and Ocasio-Cortez had taken place. Roy, who previously served as Cruz's chief of staff, wrote, quote, it has come to my attention that Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez sent out a tweet a few hours ago in which she accused Senator Ted Cruz, in essence, of attempted murder.
Well, yeah, because Ted Cruz,
Sephora is facing backlash.
Oops. Ted Cruz literally stood around and, Ted Cruz is enough of a piece of shit that he was spewing the bullshit that stoked that coup d'etat attempt that happened on the 6th of January. He and all the fucking House and Senate Republicans, and especially the ones that voted against certifying the election results, are they're guilty. They're all guilty. They all share guilt in inciting that whole fucking thing. And those people, there is no doubt in my mind that if those fucking people that stormed the Capitol would have actually been able to find members of Congress, they probably would have killed a bunch of them. These are the people that, walk around with their Blue Lives Matter flags and shit anytime people are protesting against, local cops acting like scumbags. But then they went and beat a fucking cop to death. They went and beat a fucking cop to death because they ransacked the fucking Capitol. They most certainly would have killed members of Congress if they were able to actually, get them and capture them. They were carrying around zip ties. Zip tie handcuffs, those fucking plastic handcuffs that piggies will use at, large demonstrations where they think they're gonna end up arresting mass amounts of people and shit. And they just, so it's just so fucking rich seeing this dude act, so mad that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is very rightfully pissed off at Ted Cruz. Because Ted Cruz was such a vocal advocate of the bullshit that motivated this. There was no widespread fraud, so widespread that it would have cost Donald Trump the election. In fact, there was even less voter fraud. There were even less issues of fraud and irregularities than there typically are. This was one of the most secure elections we've had in American history. And I'm typically a skeptic of what state authority workers say. But the evidence for the claims just does not, for these wild claims that Ted Cruz is spewing, does not hold up under fucking scrutiny at all. But when Ted Cruz was called out on that, he was like, oh no, you're trying to censor me and you're trying to steal the election. And then a bunch of people went and tried to kill the Democratic members of Congressmen. How dare these fucking Republicans act like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is the bad person here. This is so fucking ridiculous. Thank you very much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. If you enjoyed this, then you might enjoy one of my live broadcasts over at twitch.tv/BeerBashJohnson. And if you would really like to support the channel, go on over to my Patreon at patreon.com/BeerBashJohnson. Both of those links are in the description below this video, and I wish you a wonderful day. Fuck. I can't speak right now. God damn it.